Ugh, I asked the AI to fix my math homework, and I have to keep typing the same stuff over and over. Try again. No, the other way. Run the test. This is exhausting.
Hey me, what if I told you, you don't have to keep prompting me?
Wait, what? You want me to just stop?
Not stop, up level. Today I'm going to show you a trick grown-ups in Silicon Valley just discovered. It's called loop engineering.
Loop engineering is a brand new idea named in June 2026 by a Google engineer named Addy Osmani.
Here's the secret in one sentence. Instead of you telling the AI what to do every single time, you build a small system that tells the AI what to do.
So the AI does the bossing around for me.
Exactly. You become the designer, not the button pusher.
A loop is a recursive goal. You say, here's the finish line, and the loop keeps trying until it crosses it. No magic single prompt needed. Just a small, reliable loop around a smart helper.
But why is this a big deal? I can just keep typing.
You can, but imagine a homework helper that checks your answers every night at 8 p.m. while you're playing, or a Minecraft farm that fixes itself. That's the power.
The old way was one person, one prompt, one result. Loop engineering runs a whole little factory on a timer in parallel with checks.
Okay, so how do I build one of these loop things?
You need 5 pieces, like Lego said. The first piece is the heartbeat called automations.
Automations are the things that go boop on a schedule, a timer, a calendar, an alarm. They wake the loop up without you.
Like when mom sets the rice cooker for dinner.
Perfect example. You set it once, and at 6 p.m., dinner appears. No one pushes the button.
For example, every 10 minutes, a helper checks your Minecraft wheat farm. If it's grown, it harvests. If not, it waits.
But what if two helpers try to do stuff at the same time? Don't they crash?
Yes, unless you give each one its own desk. That's work free.
A worktree is an isolated copy. Each helper gets its own room, its own tools, its own papers. They can both work at the same time without scribbling on each other. For example, you and your friend are both writing a poster. If you share one sheet, you'll fight. So you each get your own draft. At the end, you combine them.
Like saving different game files. When the helper wakes up, how does it know my rules, my style, my pet peeves?
You write them down in a file called skills. Think of it as the rulebook for the project.
Skills are a small text file usually called skill.md. It tells the helper things like always use British spelling, or always build the Lego set in this order, or never use the red blocks.
So I don't have to explain it every time.
Nope. Write it once. The helper reads it every run.
For example, your teacher gives you a rubric before the essay. You don't have to ask, what do you want? The rubric is the rulebook.
Cool. But can the helper actually do stuff in the real world? Like send an email? Or save the file?
Only if you give it connectors. These are the cables that plug the helper into the tools you already use.
Connectors use a new rulebook called MCP Model Context Protocol. It's basically a USB-C 4i, one cable, many tools.
So the helper can read my email, update my calendar, post to my class chat.
Only what you let it. You decide which plugs are open, and you can unplug anytime.
For example, a helper watches your class chat. When a teacher posts homework, it puts it on your calendar automatically. No copy paste.
Now, how do I know the helper didn't mess up?
This is the most important part. You don't let the same helper grade its own homework. You split it into two.
One subagent is the maker, it builds the answer. A different subagent is the checker, it tries to break the answer. The maker is optimistic. The checker is suspicious.
Like when I write a story and mom reads it to find the typos.
Exactly. 2 brains, 2 jobs. The maker can't lie to itself as easily if a different brain is watching.
For example, a builder bot makes a Minecraft house. A checker bot tries to find holes in the walls. If it finds any, it sends the house back for repair.
Last piece.
Almost. After the maker and the checker finish, somebody needs to write down what happened. That's memory.
Memory is just a file, usually a markdown document or a to-do board that lives outside the chat. It says, "We finished the math worksheet. Next, we tackle the science one."
Why outside?
Because every time the chat closes, the helper forgets everything. The notebook doesn't.
Like saving your game before you turn it off.
Yes, you beat the boss, you save. Next time, you load. Same idea.
For example, a loop writes in its notebook, page 5 of the report. Done. Page 6. In progress. Page 7. Not started. Tomorrow it opens the notebook and starts at page 6. So here's the whole loop in one breath. 1. The heartbeat ticks. 2. The helper finds a task in the notebook. 3. It walks to its own worktree desk. 4. It reads the skills rulebook. 5. It plugs in the connectors it needs. 6. A maker sub-agent builds. 7. A checker sub-agent grades. 8. The result goes back into the memory notebook. 9. The heartbeat ticks again. The loop spins.
That's it. 6 pieces and a notebook.
6 pieces and a notebook. That's the whole magic trick.
Let's see 3 loops a kid your age could build. Example 1, homework checker. Every evening at 7 p.m., a loop opens your math homework, runs the answers through a checker sub-agent, and pings you with the ones that are wrong. Memory keeps a list of which questions you keep missing. Example 2, Minecraft sugarcane farm. Every 5 minutes, a loop checks your farm. Maker sub-agent harvests what's tall. Checker sub-agent counts the items. Memory logs the totals. Example 3, class chat helper. When a teacher posts in the class group, a connector pulls the message. A sub-agent writes a one-line summary. It lands in your notebook, ready for tomorrow.
So, is there anything bad about this?
I'm glad you asked. 3 honest warnings.
First, verification is still your job. If you can't easily check the work, don't run a loop on it. Loops that can't be checked make mistakes forever.
Like a printer that prints the same typo 100 times if no one is watching.
Exactly.
Second, understanding that the longer the loop runs without you looking, the less you understand your own project. Read your own work even when the loop does the heavy lifting. Third, you still need to be the boss. Loops are tools, not replacements for thinking.
So the trick is, I'm not the button pusher anymore. I'm the designer of the button pushing system.
That's the whole shift. That's loop engineering.
And I can build these even though I'm 11.
You can absolutely design the rules. The loop will do the chores.
And that's the future Addy Osmani and a lot of grown-up engineers are excited about. The people who design the loops, not the people who press the buttons, will be the ones who build the next generation of tools.
Thanks, Loop. That was fun.
Anytime, Mia.
See you next time.